good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of The Way of the Daniel. In today's edition, we bring you on the road from the mighty city of Colorado Springs. The date is April 4th. The time is 12:54 p.m. and we are shooting from a mobile device, our cell phone, so not sure on the type or quality of the picture or voice. I guess we'll see as this finishes. First off, I'd like to give you a view of where I am at. It is called Pulpit Rock, so obviously I had to do a video of the Way of the Daniel here at Pulpit Rock. There's the city, and what I'm showing you now is really cool, if you can see it. Looks like maybe a giant's or a god's throne, someplace where they would sit high up and view the city below. You could also see it maybe as a dragon's throne. And yes, here we are in Colorado Springs on the road at Pulpit Rock, and bringing the Way of the Daniel with us on the road. Didn't originally have the intention, but what I did have the intention of, and what I would like to say right now and give a propos to, congratulations to the intent and attempt at bringing the visualizations and the schedule and preps and planning and work you have been doing for the past couple months with you on a trip. What could have just been simply a family vacation, you have brought these things with you on the trip to mighty Colorado Springs. So good fucking job on that regard. Hell yeah. The astrological transits we give you today, as we have talked about before, it is Easter Sunday, and we just had our third quarter moon. Capricorn squaring the sun in Aries. Also had Mercury beginning the transit into Aries, which is pretty awesome. Aries, adventure and independence. And here we are at Pulpit Rock after a lovely little hike and gaining some independence from the family trip for today. And that is where we are taking the subject of today's speech. Looks like we're already at 3.5 minutes, so may go a little shorter, which is okay. I'm in a fairly public spot, so this is a good practice in wielding our voice with focus and intention while staving off those fears and doubts of the public type setting. So definitely want to motivate today in this speech, Way of the Daniel, toward more freedom and independence and the want and thirst of adventure. Now, I had two things I wanted to say about this subject. One, a building this more freedom and independence, building it, and more a visualizing building it, and also an excitement of the visualizing of building it. But I wanted to also add a return to independence and freedom. And the reason why I bring up both of these words, building it and a return to it, as they drum up seemingly different kind of concepts. Return is almost like a journey, so perhaps it is in your control if you are walking toward that direction. And building is more of a step-by-step construction type thing. And also astrologically, I wanted to bring up that goes along with the way of the Daniel and what we've been working on is a friend sent me this article that currently we have a closing square with Uranus and Saturn. Uranus going for freedom and independence. People also say groups, and I'm not sure where this idea of Uranus representing independence and groups both from. That's a little strange in my regards, but Uranus is also a strange astrological planet, and squaring Saturn very much building structure. So this is where it becomes really fucking awesome in building structure of the independence and freedom. And return journey, if we do journey in the Saturn Capricornian style, then it is very much journey of caution and taking the things with us that we'll need, not giant bursts and leaps into freedom, but the steady push. Let's see, gotta check my notes to see if there was something here that I wanted to also bring up. I'm not opposed to using notes in this speech. I think that definitely brings it all to bear. So again, really want to emphasize just how important and pivotal and special this is, even if not necessarily can quite feel it yet. But here on Pulpit Rock, this continued push of taking the way of the Daniel, the building of goals and structure of your independence and freedom, taking it on the road to a new location, symbolically also separation from the parental structure and that sort of safety net once again. So all of these things come into play. And now it is time for me to hike down the Pulpit Rock at Pulpit Rock Park and probably go find a hot tub to soak in. This is Daniel from the Way of the Daniel wishing you, I guess that's West Side. We're wishing you West Side today, and may the Force be with you.